Warp core collapse in 10 seconds.
How's it going, everybody? It is your favorite underrated YouTuber, Big Dog, here. Just wanted to give you a quick reminder to subscribe to the channel if you're liking the content. Also, if you could do me a solid, check out my other links in the description box below. That would be greatly appreciated. Alrighty, let's get on with the show. What's going on, everybody? It is your man Big Dog here. Welcome to episode 233 of the Dog House, the most underrated web series on YouTube, bar none. Anyway, sorry again that I'm not doing this at my normal time. I ran out of time to do it last night, and yeah, that's it. I just ran out of time. Thankfully, now I have the time. I'm actually recording this right now, and hopefully I should be done within the next hour or so. But that's neither here nor there. Let's move on to the first topic, which is unfortunately a sad one. Now, for those of you who don't know, unfortunately, Asmongold's father has passed away. This was on September 18th, so what's today? Today's the 20th, so 2 days ago. So let's read it. A few days ago, my father passed away. It's difficult for me to even find the words for the emptiness it leaves me with. He was my last family member in the state, and I was there with him until the end. I will endure, but I don't think I'll ever be the same. I love you, Pa. Yeah, I'm not going to do anything with the soundboard, unfortunately, but yeah, that's something that I can imagine being extremely difficult. So, yeah, there's that. I think it would be in our best interest to do a quick moment of silence for Asmongold's dad. So if you would be so kind as to join me for a quick moment of silence. Sorry about that, guys. There's something going on outside my door. In case you heard it during the moment of silence. Sorry about that. Anyway, I will probably mute that in post. But anyway, let's move on to another topic that I gotta say is by far the most ironic thing I've ever heard. Apparently, recently, I found out that Twitch, Discord, Steam, for some odd reason, and Reddit are being called to testify before Congress on the radicalization of their users. It's not, let me be fair, it's not funny, it's not a good thing, but it's not a surprising thing either. I'm going to be honest with you, it was only a matter of time before the government was going to get involved, especially with Twitch. Honestly, Steam doesn't make a lot of sense. Reddit makes sense. Discord makes sense. Twitch makes a lot of sense. Steam, I guess you can say the games that they let on their platform, I guess. I don't know. I don't see that as something that's worthy of them being called up to Congress, but Twitch I can kind of understand. Now, apparently XQC had some things to say about this. Let's hear what he has to say.
The CEOs of Twitch, Discord, Steam, and Reddit are being called to testify before Congress on the radicalization of their users.
Actually, hang on a sec. Let me raise the quality because I don't think you guys can really see. Ah, that's as good as we're getting. Sorry, guys. What the fuck?
What a waste of time, man. This is genuinely a waste of time, man. This is such a waste of money, of time, of tax, of money. What a joke, dude. I think Reddit should have been under that scope a long time ago. So I think it's like a good thing, I guess. But it's like this doesn't do anything. Like this doesn't do shit at all. But let's there are a lot of really weird Discord servers out there. There's a lot of
definitely
really fucking odd subreddits out there that do all the things that people say they shouldn't do, they do that shit 100%. You can still them. There's a fucking montage the other day, like fucking it was hundreds of fucking Reddits. Just fucking weird. Shit's weird, dude. Like, what is up with that, man? But Steam isn't a platform where you even
I graduated with my 3rd law degree. I done all of them.
really have even the opportunity to do that. It's not a hub for that much for talking, for discussion, for radicalization. But there's okay. If you're gonna argue that yes they are, then there's probably 15 other companies you can think about before Steam comes on the list. Let's give it a look. Let's give it a look. If you're thinking, oh yeah, maybe, well, there's a lot of other ones. What about? Anyway, chat. Does it mean
What about Twitter?
Go testify?
40 months, much love, Pop.
Well, he's gonna have to. Usually when you get summoned by the U.S. government, you kind of have to go, but then again, what do I know? Anyway, what is my opinion on this? I somewhat disagree with this being a waste of time. I don't think it's a complete waste of time. I don't think it's really going to go anywhere, mainly because a little secret between you and me. When it comes to the technology and the internet, the US government is extremely behind. They are extremely behind. Why? Because it's a bunch of old ass people that barely use the fucking internet, that don't understand the concept of the internet still. But that's neither here nor there. My thoughts aside, personally, I'm looking forward to this, personally, especially to see what's going to happen with Twitch. I am genuinely excited to see what's going to happen, what Dan Clancy is going to have to say on the stand. That I'm looking forward to. I'm definitely looking forward to that. And will I be covering that? Most likely. I will most likely be covering that. Now, I can't promise I'm going to go into depth because it is kind of a political subject and I don't like talking politics on this channel. But it is something that does kind of need to be addressed, in my opinion, and should have been addressed years ago. The problem is, again, Twitch has been let to get away with this. And I'm also surprised that Amazon's not taking any flack for this, because Twitch is owned by Amazon, for those of you who don't know. So the fact that Jeff Bezos isn't up there is hilarious to me. Also, why the hell is Twitter not on that list? Like, I can understand Twitch, Reddit, and Discord, but why Steam? Like, we could easily replace Steam with Twitter. Or is it because that it's still technically Elon Musk is technically still somewhat Trump's buddy, even though they kind of had a falling out, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, let's move on to the next topic. This one is a little weird because I honestly heard about this and it kind of troubled me a little bit. Apparently there's this singer named David, or D4VD, and apparently he's gotten himself into some hot water with if I remember correctly, there was a body found in his car, and he was also found with something. I don't know. We're gonna watch this video by Jamari explaining the situation. Let's hear what he has to say.
Music artist out there named. So there is a music artist out there named David, born March 28, 2005, and raised in Houston, Texas. His come-up story is actually pretty insane. The guy was a YouTuber trying to be the next big gaming streamer, and so back in 2018, he was creating Fortnite content, including montages.
So basically, I played Fortnite from 2017 to 2021.
My God, everybody's playing Fortnite. How are people still playing this game?
I became
Whatever.
a YouTuber. I was
It's
playing
fine.
Call of Duty, Fortnite, all these different type of games.
Oh God,
Just had to become like the biggest next thing, streamer, Kai Cenat, everything.
Where he was routinely using the most mainstream trending music to get more eyes on his videos, because at that time he was completely unknown.
The songs have an algorithm to them. So let's say 2 people use, I don't know, Halo, and then 3 people use them, 4 people use them. That song, if you hear it in enough videos, your video will be the one that goes up. I don't know how it works, but on YouTube, that's how it works for Fortnite.
So you literally, nothing changed in what you were doing. All you did was
Just put a song.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know if that's how it works. I I've tried to understand the YouTube algorithm, but it's extremely difficult to understand. But whatever.
Song.
Put a song in the video.
That is until David's worst nightmare came true, and almost every video he had ever made got copyrighted overnight for use in the music. And so David
Sounds about right.
breaks down, he calls his mom crying, and she says if you want to fix your problem, then you should just make your own music. So then David literally starts recording into his phone, and creates his first song on a free music editing software. He posts it up to SoundCloud, it starts getting plays, and the rest is really history.
And I made the song called You and I.
Ah, so he's a SoundCloud rapper. Interesting.
Which now has what, 94 million streams. My second song I ever made.
Wait.
But it now has what?
Plays, and the rest is really history.
And I made the song called You and I, which now has what, 94 million streams. My second song I ever made.
Interesting. So that was it. The second song he ever made. What was the first song?
Put it in the montage, and I tagged it on Twitter. First Fortnite player to use his own song in a video. That was the title. And bro, everyone was using the song after that day. Like,
Interesting.
The Fortnite streamers that I was watching and looked up to were using my song. Everybody was using my song, bro. It's crazy because it was royalty free. Because nobody's getting copyright strikes.
David was a pioneer for doing this because he actually sounded pretty good. It's actually pretty reminiscent of the blog era back when I was a teenager, when rappers like Logic and Skizzy Mars were blowing up from phase montages back then in the early 2010s. So he was making the Fortnite videos with his music, and then he started making trending sounds on TikTok by recording covers of already popular songs, and then pitching the audio all the way up to give it that classic Alvin and the Chipmunks sound.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get away with that. Let's find out. Let's find out.
I got 500,000 followers off that, bro. But then,
Not bad. 5,000 followers off of that?
literally 2 TikToks later was the romantic homicide one, which has like 16 million views.
Wait, what?
Everybody, my mom was commenting on this one, bro.
Wait,
Like,
so you made this one as Alvin still?
dude, yeah.
Yeah.
Still, same thing.
Wait,
Everything's
what?
crazy.
He actually credits making those covers as the place where he honed his sound.
So the reason why you developed your style
Yeah.
was just because you were pretending to be Alvin the Chipmunk.
Dude, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's insane.
And from here, David would explode onto the scene in 2022 with his actual music, ironically with his most popular song called Romantic Homicide. Understand that his music was especially trending on TikTok, which at the time was the platform producing smash hits from all kinds of unknown artists.
I gotta look that song up
They go into
now.
a studio. They have a professional microphone. They have like a mixing board. There's a person who makes the beat. There's a whole thing.
Dude, you don't even really need all of that these days.
He does everything in his cell phone.
I mean, understand that David's rise was a matter of months, going from completely unknown to a massive internet musician.
Exactly.
I would say that he showed off around as much internet prowess as someone like Lil Nas X, who also really utilized social media kinda in a different way for his blow up.
It hit
That is true.
78 on Billboard a week and a half later.
And so the guy was getting billions of views and plays across the internet. His debut album, Withered, was released earlier this year. It sold 30,000 units and reached number 13 on
30,000 units. That's not bad.
the Billboard Hot 200. And overall, he was really on the brink of becoming a more mainstream artist, not just popular on the internet. He would even go on tour last year opening up for SZA, and the guy was currently headlining his own tour.
Feel me? We're in
Oh, nice. He opened for SZA of all people?
the mini arena, you know what I'm saying? We got multiple levels. We done upgraded, you feel me?
What the hell is this?
Last time I was here was with SZA. Now we headlining it. Let's go crazy, and go stupid, and go dumb. You feel me? Yeah.
Good lord, that hurt my ears. That hurt my ears. I gotta turn this down. Hold on. There we go. Jeez.
So
Really
clearly
hurt.
David had some die-hard fans of his music. He was relatively young and at the beginning of a very popular career. But now it looks like he has potentially thrown all of that away, and even potentially his own life, as
Oh,
his
boy.
story has taken a very dark turn. It really all started when a Tesla was impounded in a Los Angeles tow yard. The car was brought in from Hollywood Hills after people reported it abandoned since the beginning of the summer, which was right around the time that David began his tour. Obviously, it's been hot outside and a rancid smell started to come from the back of the car, and the people who work at the impound lot noticed this, and really without a better way to say it, inside the trunk contained the human remains of a 15-year-old girl who had been missing since last summer 2024, named
Oh my god.
Celeste Rivas. Understand that she had
Jeez. 15 years old. Shit, that's fucking crazy, bro. That's crazy.
already run away from home multiple times, but this was the occasion where she was not seen again and her family wanted answers. And this is where David comes into the picture, as the Tesla was registered under his name.
Oh,
human
no.
remains wrapped in a bag that we now know belonged to Rivas. Eyewitness News has learned she was found wearing a tube top, black leggings, a yellow metal bracelet, and metal stud earrings. She also had a tattoo on her right index finger that said, "Shh."
Now listen to what they
Oh,
said there
Lord.
about the tattoo, because it's actually really important.
She also had a tattoo on her right index finger that said, "Shh."
I want you to take a wild guess who else has a matching tattoo on his hand.
Oh no. Oh no.
That's right, that man David. They both reportedly have the very same tattoo that just reads, "Shh." And apparently that's how they were able to identify her, was through this tattoo. Like I said, her body was dismembered. And just listen
Good lord.
to what her mother, who did publicly release her identity, had to say.
You know, her daughter had been missing all of this time. She told us that she was aware that there was a boyfriend named David.
And that her daughter had a tattoo with the letters "shh" on her right index finger.
That the color of the ink of that tattoo was red, which was something that police had not released to the public.
So
Oh my god, man.
obviously this looks like a really bad situation for David right now.
Exactly.
As it allegedly appears that he might have been having a relationship with someone underage, and then potentially he ended her life and stuffed her in the back of his car, leaving her there to rot.
So what inspired the hook, "In the Back of My Mind You Died," is kind of like the storytelling aspect of the lyrics that came before it, in a way that it builds up to the big moment where she died in the back of my mind. Like, I didn't kill her physically, but in the back of my mind, she died.
Well, I don't know about that now. I don't know about all that.
Guys, if these allegations have any truth, that means she was more like 13 to 14 years old when she went missing. To make matters even worse, when you look into his music, he's made a music video where he puts a body into the trunk of his car. There is other imagery and videos where a girl who looks like her disappears as he grieves the end of their love.
Oh my god.
Apparently, David was creating a funeral atmosphere at his shows with actual caskets, and he also name-dropped his girl Celeste allegedly on a now-leaked song that was allegedly written back in December of 2023.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's wild. That is actually wild. Can you stop playing copyrighted music, please? I don't want to get in
Now, when
trouble.
the car was initially discovered and linked to him, and they found the body in the trunk, this guy just kept on touring like nothing happened. But more
That's not a good sign.
recently, it has been reported that he is working with the police, and in turn has had to cancel several of his tour dates.
As last we heard, he was cooperating. LAPD is not naming him a suspect at this point or a person of interest.
How are you not naming him as a person of interest? Listen, I'm not saying he did it. There's a chance he might not have done it. But if it's his car, or at least a car registered to his name, then he might, I hate to say it, he might have had something to do with it. Again, I don't know if he actually did it, but he might have had something to do with
We're
it.
waiting to hear more from them.
I mean, how this guy could not be a person of interest, I do not know. Like,
Thank you. Thank you. Like, are you serious? How is he not a person of interest? It's a car registered in his name.
Like if there had to be at least one person of interest in this situation, it would be him. Some
Exactly.
people are even speculating that the two showed up on an IRL stream together, but that is yet to be confirmed. I've seen alleged messages from her brother. People are claiming that she was in the back of a picture that David took on Discord in 2023. Others are claiming there are pictures of him paying people off who might have information. But of course, at this time, this is all merely speculation. It's
Okay, that's fair.
also important to note that there will be a lot of people online trying to like piece together the information that are not going to be getting things 100% right. So you should take
Exactly.
everything with a grain of salt, but I will say right now it's not looking good for this guy at all.
I 100% agree. I'm not saying he did it, but it's not looking good, man. Body found in your car. She's got the same tattoo as you. You look suspicious. Again, I'm not saying you did it, but you look suspicious.
Also, if you look at footage from his shows, most of his fans do appear to be younger teenagers.
No! That's the dude from Fortnite, bro!
Oh,
And honestly, if the guy did do it, I just don't understand
is he serious right now? Well, that's a dude for Fortnite,
how
bro.
he could be so dumb to just allegedly leave this car out there for months. Like, even if we assume there was foul play from some sort of outside party here, like, how could you just not care about your car? I don't know.
Exactly.
The situation is one of the weirder ones we've probably ever seen. I'm sure we will get a lot of answers here in the coming days. I don't know if this is just like police protocol to not make it a person of interest, but I also find that kind of strange. Maybe one of you can explain that to us down below in the comments, but I will continue to keep you updated on the situation. Y'all let me know what you guys think down below in the comments, but I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video dropping.
All right. I think we get the point. But yeah, that's crazy, man. That is crazy. This guy. So let me get this straight. You know what? I'm going to be fairly charitable here. I'm in a charitable mood. So let's say, for argument's sake, he didn't do this. He had nothing to do with this. First of all, why is there a dead body in your car? Second of all, why are you abandoning your car? Why are you not leaving your car somewhere where you can make sure it's safe, or at least like where you live, so nothing happens to it? You get what I'm saying? Like, there's something not adding up here, but that's just me. Anyway, what do you guys think in the comments below? Let me know. Sorry this is a bit of a shorter one. I'm really busy today and I want to get started on the next video. Actually, I forgot to announce this at the beginning of the video, but I just finished rendering the top 10 video. I'm gonna upload it soon. That should be up later today, as will this episode of the Doghouse. So once again, guys, I'm so grateful for you. Thanks for watching as always. I'm probably not going to do a meme today because I've really run out of ideas with that. But anyway, this has been your man, Big Dog. I'll see you next time. Peace.